Welcome back, hockey fans. This is not another episode, but we're doing a short segment here of Lightin The Lamp. Always with me is JG. How you doing, pal?
Pretty good, pretty good. Nice Monday off here. Sucking down a couple twisties and getting ready to do some chatting with you here. A little short segment, a couple episodes coming up. A lot of work to do, a lot of hockey to talk.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, real quick, fans, we're just going to light the lamp for you just because, as always, is a tradition here. So we wanted to do here today is some big news came out in just Rangers world. Obviously we're the boys are hitting the links if you can. They got a little bit of time here before next season kicks off. A lot of exciting stuff from the number one draft, but we're here to talk about some big news of the Rangers hiring Jacques Martin as the assistant coach for the Rangers this year. So one thing, if you didn't know, Rangers fans, our assistant coach, Lindy Ruff, got hired as the head coach to the New Jersey Devils. So
Traitor, absolutely traitorous.
When they approached him, I'm sure Dave Quinn gave him a couple jabs, but we definitely want to be supportive. Lindy's been an incredible part of this organization and the NHL and hockey in general, and we wish all the best for him. But some big shoes to fill for sure, and the Rangers went out there, and I think they filled them. To be quite honest,
I mean, they hired a guy with the same accolades as a Lindy Ruff. I mean, we talked about it before, all those years with Pittsburgh, got to win a couple of cups as an assistant there. I mean, just the amount of teams he's been on and years he's coached. Yeah, Ottawa, he made it 9-10 seasons. He seemed to move around and do a pretty good job everywhere he went. Stayed in Colorado for 6 years. So, I mean, definitely a guy with accolades like Lindy Ruff, and definitely excited to have him on the bench. We definitely need some change up there coaching-wise, and maybe somebody a little older and wiser than Quinn to help him out a little bit.
Well, it's not even just that. Like, again, this guy's head coach for 17 years in the NHL, was also doing stints, like he did 7 years as an assistant coach with the Penguins. So not like he wasn't part of the game. He also spent some times as a GM, as really revamping that Florida Panthers team. Hired Peter DeBoer, head coach right now of the Vegas Golden Knights. So he's definitely got an eye for, some of the administrative back-end office stuff, but plenty of coaching experience. I think he's taken his teams 12 times to the playoffs. So more so than not, he had a winning record. He's a playoff guy. He's gone deep in playoffs with teams, and obviously he's come away with a couple Stanley Cups with the Pittsburgh Penguins. And really, when you look at our coaching staff right now with Dave Quinn, and now you got Jacques Martin, it's just kind of continuing that trend of having a lot of experience and having kind of that new fresh mindset, because Dave Quinn coming out of Boston College, he's seeing those young guns. He's kind of seeing that newer style, faster style of hockey. But then Jacques Martin has been around the game for so long. He's just seen it evolve, but he's seen where it's been, how it starts, and just really how to bring home the hardware. So pretty excited to have him on board. That's again, that's exciting news as a Rangers fan. We need to find out who the assistant was going to be, but we finally put pen to paper, and here we are, right?
Absolutely. I mean, definitely excited to have some experience, and like I said, not to go too deep into it, but David Quinn, young, up and coming, seems like he's going to be a good coach. Could definitely use a kick in the ass at times as you watch some questionable stuff in the playoffs there, but again, a young and up and coming talent, and guy like Jacques Martin could definitely help that out. He could give the right advice and, kind of show him some stuff he hasn't seen yet with all that experience around the league.
Yeah, and listen, he even got to coach a couple Olympic teams, right? So I think he was assistant coach on a couple of the Olympic squads for Canada. So, you go back on some of the rosters that this guy's coached. I looked back into the deep well and saw the Ottawa Senators, that 03 team that I'm pretty sure made it to the Stanley Cup with Daniel Alfredson and Martin Havlat, and just like absolute stud team. And it's just really exciting just seeing how much talent this guy's gotten to coach and see over his years. So really excited to have you on board, and welcome to New York, man.
Welcome, pal. Excited to have you.
But that was the first segment. But what we also want to cover here, Rangers fans, is that big news for us, and I think it's you never want to see it because you hope the best for people, but Chris Drury has actually withdrawn his name from consideration on the general manager job from the Florida
Fantastic
Panthers.
news. Fantastic news.
You want to kick this off, JG?
Very
We're both big
excited.
Chris Drury fans, man.
Big Chris Drury guy, was ecstatic when he became a New York Ranger, came home from Buffalo, and was everything the Rangers could have asked for. Was a great talent for us, and just a hell of a player to put on the jersey every night. One of my favorites coming up as a kid. Always in the mix. I mean, that Buffalo team he was on with Patrick Coletta and I forget who else. Maybe Giannis was on the team. It was stacked. They went deep in the playoffs.
They had like Martin Finneganov. They had Danny Briere on that team.
Exactly. That team was absolutely loaded. Ray Emery fighting with Ray. That was the Ray Emery fight when Ray Emery played for Ottawa. That was against that team. He fought Andrew Peters. Absolute animal. Andrew Peters is. Ray Emery, even bigger animal. But to get into Drury, I mean, forget it. What a talent for the New York Rangers. He's been unbelievable helping Gordon navigate all these prospects and help him draft these prospects. I mean, if you look at just the guys we brought up this year and Shesterkin, I mean, you got Hedel coming up and down doing his thing. And, he's got guys like Matt Robertson down there. We got Nils Lindquist coming up here soon. Even Keandre Miller. I mean, the list goes on. I can't even bring to my mind how many guys we've picked up the last 2 or 3 seasons that Drury has a part in, and you're hearing, how good of a talent he is at what he's doing. I mean, the guys love him. He's around the Hartford organization a lot, and I'm reading just right now. I'm going through some stuff on him, and I'm reading that he's calling prospects every day. He's on the phone with Lundqvist. He's on the phone with Robertson. I mean, he calls these guys. He's getting in their heads. He wants to know what they're doing, where they're at, and he's really been a gigantic upgrade for our prospect pool.
I just, can't thank him enough for the services that he's put towards the New York Rangers. Like we've been excited about prospects for a long time, but it's not even just that. We've also shipped off a lot of prospects in our drive. Really before we sent out the letter, Chris Drury was picking out talent all over the place, and we were kind of shipping guys off, shipping draft picks off, and we were trying to put together this more veteran team back in like 2005 and stuff like that. But look at since then. Look at this young depth that we have in this prospect pool. And I couldn't be more excited. And just really the guy that's been at the tip of the spear there has been Chris Drury. And to lose him, I was actually kind of going to be a little bit disheartened seeing Lindy go, seeing Chris go. But at the same time, you want the best for everybody. And obviously that's said for Chris. I mean, if he went to the Florida Panthers, that organization just got a huge boost, right? Just out of their scouting department, but happy to have him still within the organization. Hope to keep you,
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you just look at some of the guys, even look who he helped pick up this year. I'm sure he was involved in it. Julien Gauthier. We send Brady Shea to save some cap space, and we grab a first rounder, which it looks like we're going to use as ammunition to make a move from everything we've been reading. And, you got Morgan Barron, Vitaly Kravtsov, Julien Gauthier. He's got guys that are NHL ready, are his top 3 prospects. So, I mean, the prospects pool has never been this deep in New York, and it's been getting this deep at the hands of Chris Drury and Jeff Gordon. So, got to be happy with Chris Drury sticking around for sure.
That's what it's all about. And that's really all we wanted to talk to you about, fans, is just sharing our excitement in terms of just nabbing the assistant coach and Jacques Martin and really just getting to keep Chris Drury and the staff and in the administrative side of the Rangers house. And I got to say, I think both of them are – one's already an incredible contributor to the organization, and one's going to, I think, hit the ground running here and just see the boys and get in their heads and fire them up a bit and just get them really excited about the next year. Just kind of, working off that momentum of seeing what playoffs is like, kind of getting swept, getting your ass kicked, but then getting the number 1 overall pick and then really trying to get fired up for next season. So, JG, got anything else for the fans before we sign off on this one?
I mean, all I can say is, you got to look at it from Chris Drury's end too. I mean, if you're him, you put all this work in, and now you get the first overall pick in Lafreniere. How do you walk away from that?
I think he has to stay just so he could pick him.
How do you walk away from what's to come in New York? I mean, and listen, who knows? You see guys, big-time GMs from other teams take huge offers from other programs all the time. Gordon has made a turnaround here in just a couple of years. He's done incredible stuff. Who knows if somebody comes and sweeps him off his feet and gives him an offer he can't refuse, and now you have Drury waiting at the helm. He's learned from Gordon. He's worked with Gordon, and he's done plenty of his own good. So I think him sticking around is just a great thing for us, and excited about Jacques Martin. Pretty much all I got for you, man.
I love it. Well, Rangers fans, until the next episode, we're going to be coming at you quick here with a round 2 NHL playoffs update, and we're also going to be coming to you with a whole trade episode, just kind of talking to you about some of the deals that are done in the NHL right now and a lot of the rumors that are flowing around, and just giving you a heads up about what's coming and really what might impact the Rangers and a few of the other teams around the NHL. So thanks for tuning in. Please like, share, comment if you can. And again, thank you for tuning in to Lightin The Lamp. But cheers. We'll be talking to you.
Salute.